Hello guys, this is Colin and this is Colin Talks Crypto. In a recent conversation with Rohan of EOS Authority, I learned how block producers are now refreshing all voter decay to full vote strength, and in fact how anyone can refresh anyone's vote power on EOS. Thank you for joining me. So this is hot off the press. Apparently, there's a feature/bug in EOS. By the way, block.one knows of this and is already on it fixing it. But basically, there is a feature/bug whereby any EOS token holder can refresh the voting power of another EOS token holder. And of course, this would be of most interest to block producers because block producers derive their income, their pay, directly proportionate to their standings in the block producer rankings. So if they can climb a few positions, that puts more money in their pocket. And so what we're going to dive into is how is this happening and what are the effects that have occurred. Again, major thank you to EOS Authority for just being a top-notch, stellar block producer. They took the time out of their day to explain this all to me, and so now I'm going to do my best to share this with you. So what you see on the screen right now is 2 pages from EOS Authority, and this is actually how it was discovered. Look right here. So total EOS voting decay. Apparently, this number dropped dramatically overnight. Yesterday, on March 28th, this figure was about 400 million EOS worth of voting decay. And today, March 29th, it's down to 71 million. It dropped tremendously overnight. And I suspect this will continue to drop as more and more block producers figure this out. And you can see on this graph, this is blockproducers.info, the recent change in block producer standings. This column right here is March 28th, and this is March 27th. And as you can see in the past day, there was quite a toss-up of block producer standings. So you can see some that climbed tremendously. So the following BPs look like they took advantage of this. We have EOS New York climbed about 5 positions from 10th to 5th. We have EOS 42 Freedom climbed from 13th to 8th. We have EOS Rio Brazil climbed from below the top 21 to position 14. We have EOS Authority climbed a couple of positions. Argentina EOS climbed up to 19th from out of the top 21, and EOS Canada climbed to position number 20 out of the top 21. So you can see that there's several BPs who have jumped right on this, and it's open to anyone to do. It's not like there's anything stopping anyone from taking advantage of this. It's a feature of the protocol as it stands today, and so it just needs to be tweaked and fixed so that that won't be allowed. In the meantime, enjoy the benefits of full power voting because you do not have to refresh your votes. These BPs are more than likely going to do it for you. So I'm going to go over some notes here from Rohan of EOS Authority. This is what he told me, and I'm going to show our conversation on the screen as I go through this. So he said, there used to be crazy high voting decay. The decay went from 400 million down to 71 million overnight. All this voting power can be reset. Block producer ranks are going to change. A simple 0.001 EOS transfer will reset all the decay for an account without the involvement of the voter. Essentially, if you stake for another account and enable transfer, you refresh that token holder's stake. When I asked him for clarification of what enable transfer means, Rohan said, if you stake for another account, you retain the amount and it does not affect votes. But if you transfer a very small amount of EOS, like 0.0001 EOS, to the guy and transfer the stake, it then recalculates your vote, refreshing the voting weight. He said it's an unintended side effect of the transfer stake feature. And basically, anyone can refresh anyone else's vote, including proxies. And I'm going to show you my proxy account and show you something interesting that I noticed here. So this is EOS Authority's proxy page. You can see my total votes, my proxy name, etc. And if you scroll down, they have this really awesome graph where it shows historically. The purple line here shows the number of accounts voting for you, and the blue and gray bar graph line shows the amount of EOS that has been cast and delegated for you as a proxy. And you'll notice, let me get the mouse off the screen here, every blue line has a little top that's gray. And that top gray portion is the decayed vote. It's a couple percent usually because everyone hopefully refreshes their votes. And I as a proxy also weekly refresh the votes to minimize decay. But look at the very far right bar graph line right here. You'll see that at the top there is no gray part. And that is because of what I'm talking about here. Because in the past day, block producers have refreshed everyone's vote for them. So even my proxy got full voting strength now. There's no decay anymore. And it's not just my proxy. Let's take a look at a couple other people's proxies as well. So let's just scroll down here. Here's the Starkness. Let's do Brock Pierce, Investing with a Difference. Let's click on these guys. And we'll scroll down here and look at that. Look at the gray part of the bar graphs suddenly disappears on the far right because in the past 24 hours, voting decay has disappeared. Here's Brock Pierce's proxy. Again, that far right bar, gone. And I suspect we will see completely blue bars here from here on out because there is going to be no more decay until this bug gets fixed. Again, let's look at Investing with a Difference. Same thing. He had those gray bars on the top, all that decay, boom, gone on the right. It's not just one account, it's every proxy and every voter. Their decay has been removed. I mean, I can't complain. I kind of like the fact that I don't have to refresh my votes. I'm not going to lie. I'll consider it a nice little vacation, but the original design did employ decay for a reason, and so it is important to get that fixed eventually and put that back into place. And on my account, I just took a look at what does it look like when they're refreshing it for you, and I think I found it. So if we scroll down, this is EOS Flare, you'll see all these entries tipped, transferring and delegating to other accounts. And I suspect that all these other accounts are delegated accounts to my proxy. And you can see endless pages of this tipped account, sending 0.0001 EOS for CPU. So I think that this is the account that is doing it. It's tipped. So again, thank you very much, EOS Authority, for making that known. They offered the explanation to me of what's happening here because it is a little bit technical and I didn't fully understand it myself. And EOS Authority confirmed that they did speak to block.one about this and that it is being fixed. Until then, most people's votes are going to be maxed out in voting strength by all BPs who are paying attention. And if they aren't yet, they will be now. They'll be noticing their BP ranks start to drop when other people figure it out. Okay, guys, just wanted to pass that news your way. Have a fantastic day.